So many people didn't believe me when I said commodity prices are going to go up. Many people didn't believe me when I said we're going into recession. Many people don't believe me in many things. Let me tell you now what's going to happen. We're going into stagflation, which is the 1970s. Now, stagflation is the worst of all our outcomes. Why? Why is this going to happen? The Fed is faced with two choices. Either it increases interest rates to bring down inflation, or it lets inflation run rampant, and then hopefully that causes a recession, and a recession causes the inflation to go away. That's not going to happen, right? That is not going to happen. We are now stagflation, which is recession with inflation. This is what happened in the 70s. When you let inflation run riot, it changes people's perceptions. Now, I've been speaking to a lot of people. Do you think they're going to accept a 3% wage increase like normal, which was standard 2 years ago for the last 20 years? Do you think people are going to accept a 3% wage increase? No. That is called the wage price spiral. The second people get that wage increase, because they see inflation is really, it's 15%, but they'll ask for 10%. They'll get 10%. And we've seen it with the US minimum wage and the difficulty in getting people employed. It's a wage price spiral. People are not going to settle for the old wages. Companies are going to find it hard to hire. They're going to have to increase their wages. But when you increase the wages, you have to increase the prices. You increase the prices, but then people are going to go, well, prices have gone up. I need to increase the wages. So then the wages go up and then the price goes, until interest rates actually rise above inflation, which is what Volcker did in the 80s. This will never stop. And we've seen the Fed is incapable of increasing interest rates. If they did right now, anything above 2% would cause, forget the Great Depression, would cause Armageddon. Every single company would go bankrupt. They've got such high debt ratios, the public debt, government debt, corporate debt, personal debt. We're nowhere near the 70s where credit cards were barely used and corporate debt was so minimal and even public debt was a joke. It cannot raise interest rates above 2%. That is the highest the Fed or any central bank can go. And inflation is raging. It's now 8% in America. Really, it's 16%, but we'll go with a fake CPI, 8%. There is nowhere to go. There's only stagflation. There's only more inequality, more wealth transfer to the rich, more penury for the poor, more 2 jobs for people, more, could be even 3 jobs per family, 1 for the wife, 2 for the husband. Sorry, guys, there's nothing now. There's nothing. There's only bad decisions, and that's, you can blame the government, but I would also blame the population for choosing bad governments over the years. Again, it's a blame game now. There's no point. We're headed into stagflation. The Fed cannot increase their interest rates. And we're going to a wage price spiral. We're going to Venezuela. Go see what happens there. No one cares about the government. They just care about themselves. Dog eat dog. I don't know what to tell you. Until we get sound money, which is gold, basically, that's the only sound money. Until we get sound money, this is the end. The dollar system is pretty much over. It'll take a few years. I'm not saying it's over tomorrow. Take a few years, but that's it. No one can cope with this anymore. It's stupid. Sadly for us, we're all in real trouble. Real trouble.